Hello, my name is Léa de Garets and I am the writer of George. The title of the play comes from George Sand, who is a 19th century French novelist and playwright who during her time was extremely prolific. She was as prolific as writers such as Flaubert and Balzac, but she is not nearly as well known or as studied as they are. So I want to bring her to the forefront, all the more since in 1840 she wrote a play called Gabriel. It tells the story of Gabriel, who was raised as a young man in order to inherit the family's fortune and estate. And at the age of 17, he finds out that he was actually born a woman, and that if that were to be revealed, it would change his life forever and for the worst. This play is still relevant today because there's something fascinating about George Sand, and it's encapsulated in her play Gabriel, and it's something that I went through in terms of my gender identity, which is, why should everything change just because of my genitalia? Why should my privileges be different? Why should my prerogatives be different? Why should my social interactions and social expectations be different? And why is my gender sometimes celebrated and sometimes criticized? So I've asked myself this question quite early on: can we truly reclaim our gender for ourselves? George Sand did that. She was both the perfect young gentlewoman and the perfect young gentleman. Why? Because she was practicing cross-dressing, which at her time was revolutionary. Because she noticed that when she was dressed as a woman, everybody would notice her, but when she dressed as a man, nobody would notice her. She could do whatever she wanted. She could go anywhere. She did the same with her pen name, right? Having the pen name of a man. And what at first was a disguise and a secret became well known quite quickly. Everybody knew that she was George Sand, that she was George. And I find this autonomous self-definition of one's identity, one's queerness, and the self-construction that she built of her own identity, I find that really exemplary to us today. Through this R&D, I'm hoping to explore the main themes of the play, and this R&D will have 3 parts. A first part, which will be a discussion with a panel around the main issues of the play, so that we can find a way to bring these issues to audience members in a way that will really resonate with them. Then I want to work with actors and a director to devise around the main themes and issues of the play, and hopefully use bilingualism, because I speak French and English, and collaborate around these ideas in a very free space without limits. And finally, we want to bring in a dramaturg who will be able to make this all into a fully fledged play. And this is where you come and help. R&Ds are actually a vital part of an artistic project. They are a space where creativity can explode and be shared, and some of the most beautiful projects actually come from workshops like these. And they are too often overlooked financially. Often artists are not paid for this kind of project, whereas it is as important as the fully fledged play that you will see on stage. And this project and the topical issues that we tackle have a genuine meaning in our society, and they initiate a vital dialogue. And this is why I want all the participants involved to have their work recognized and acknowledged. So help us make this first step of the show as important as the final play. Thank you very much.